Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss class 10th chemical reactions and equations. In that we are going to discuss about types of chemical reactions. If you are watching my channel for first time, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let us start. Types of chemical reactions. We have already discussed about a chemical reaction. Chemical reaction means breaking and making of bonds to form new product, that is called a chemical reaction. So here they will break the old bond and forms new bond, and that result in the formation of new product. Such type of reactions are called chemical reactions. Okay, it can be do it in different ways. Sometimes they will combine to form new product. Otherwise, they will break their bond to form new product. Or that means they will break the reactants, okay, and forms new product. Otherwise, they can transfer electrons and thereby making new product. This is called a chemical reaction. Okay, now here we are going to discuss about four types of chemical reactions, that is combination, decomposition, displacement, and double displacement reaction. So let us discuss about the first one. Combination. As the name indicates, combination means combining. Combination means combining. In this reaction, two or more reactants combine to form a single product. A and B are two reactant and C is the product. Here only one product is there. It is not compulsory always combined with the two reactants. It can be more than two also. But always the product will be single. A single product will be formed. Such type of reaction is called a combination reaction. For example, magnesium combines with chlorine. We know that magnesium combines with the chlorine and forms magnesium chloride. Magnesium combines with the chlorine to form magnesium chloride. No need to by heart the equation. Just write the equation and then balance it. Mg plus Cl2 gives MgCl. Here 2 chlorine atom is there. So on the product side also 2 chlorine should come. So I am multiplying here with the 2. Okay. Now magnesium also became 2. So here also multiply with the 2. So we got 2 Mg plus Cl2 gives 2 MgCl. Here magnesium and chlorine are the reactants. Two reactants are there, but a single product, that is magnesium chloride is the single product. Okay, so two or more reactants combine to form a single product, that is called a combination reaction. Another example, hydrogen plus sulfur gives hydrogen sulfide, H2S. Here the equation is balanced. Here also two reactants are there, but the product is one. Both the reactants combine to form a single product. Such type of reaction is called a combination reaction. So reactants can be more, but two or more than two, but the ultimate product is one. Such type of reaction is called a combination reaction. I hope it is clear to you. Let us discuss about the next one. Next one is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction, just opposite of combination reaction. That is a reverse of combination reaction. We know in combination reaction, two or more reactants combine to form a single product is formed. Here just opposite. A single reactant will break down to form two or more product. That is called decomposition reaction. As the name indicates, decomposition means splitting. Okay, a single reactant will break down to form two or more product. That is called a decomposition reaction. For example, calcium carbonate. On heating, it forms calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas will be released. This up arrow shows gas is released. Okay, here Only one reactant is there, but two products are there. Okay, a single reactant break down to form two or more products. Such type of reaction is called a decomposition reaction. Now, here we have to give here this delta sign or a small triangle. Okay, this shows that heat is given from outside for this reaction to happen. Okay, to break down calcium carbonate, we have to give heat energy. Okay, then only it will break down and forms calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So here in this particular reaction, heat energy is supplied. So this reaction is also known as thermal decomposition reaction. Thermal decomposition. Okay, so we can give heat energy to break the reaction, or we can give light energy or electrical energy. Okay, now if light energy is supplied, such type of reaction is called the photolysis. For example, in the case of silver chloride, in the presence of sunlight, it breaks down to form Ag plus Cl2. Okay, now balance the equation. Here 2 will come, here also multiply with 2. Okay, 2 silver and 2 chlorine atoms. Okay, this reaction is taking place in the presence of sunlight. Okay, such type of reactions are called photolysis. It is also known as photolysis or photochemical decomposition. Okay, so here sunlight is used for the purpose of decomposition. So it is also called a photolysis or photochemical decomposition. Okay, here also we gave sunlight as the energy to break the reactant. Okay, now one more is there, that is electrolysis. Electrolysis means to break the reactants, electricity is used. Okay, for example, the best example for this is electrolysis of water. When electricity is passed through water, it will split into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, now balance the equation. Oxygen 2, so here also 2 should come. Now hydrogen became 2 into 2, 4. So multiply here with the 2. Okay, here the reaction involved electrical energy for the decomposition of the reactant. So this reaction is also called electrolysis. Understood? So in all these reactions, look at the reactant. Only one reactant, that is a single reactant, but product is 2 or more products. Are you understanding? So the chemical reaction in which 2 or more products are formed from a single reactant, that reaction is called decomposition reaction. Okay, for decomposition reaction to take place, we have to give energy. It can be in the form of heat, light, or electrical energy. Here we are passing electricity. Okay, electrical energy is passed. When electricity is passed through water, it will decompose to form hydrogen and oxygen gas will be released. Such type of reaction is called electrolysis, electrolytical decomposition. I hope it is clear to you. Let us discuss the next reaction. Next one is displacement reaction. Displacement, that means place is changed. So in this reaction, the place of ion of a less reactive element in a compound is taken by another more reactive element, or we can say that a more reactive element will displace us a less reactive element. Such type of reactions are called a displacement reaction. So it will take place if one reactant is more reactive than the other one. If both are of same reactivity, then it cannot displace. If both, okay, if one is more reactive than the other, then only it can displace the less reactive element in the compound, and it will take the more reactive element, it will take the place of less reactive element. Such type of reaction is called a displacement reaction. This displacement reaction is also called a single displacement reaction. Okay, example is CuSO4 plus Fe. Here, iron is more reactive than copper. So how you will know which one is more reactive and which is less reactive? For that, you should know the reactivity series. This is the reactivity series. Okay. Here, first element is potassium. Potassium is highly reactive. As we move from top to bottom, reactivity goes on, decreases. Okay, here the elements are arranged in the increasing order of reactivity or decreasing order. If you are moving from bottom to top, then increasing order. If you are moving from top to bottom, then decreasing order. Okay, so reactivity series means arrangement of metals in the increasing or decreasing order of their reactivity. That is called reactivity series. So here you can see potassium is highly reactive. After potassium, sodium, lithium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, copper, mercury, silver, and gold. Okay, now here in our example, copper sulfate and iron. So let us check which is more reactive, copper or iron. Iron is here. This is iron. Copper is down. That means iron is more reactive than copper. So what will happen? Iron will displace copper. Copper will be displaced from here and iron will take the place of copper. So our product will be FeSO4. Copper will take the place of, sorry, iron will take the place of copper because copper is less reactive. Okay, so copper will be displaced by iron. So the product obtained is FeSO4 plus Cu. Okay, now one more example. Next example is CuSO4 plus Zn, zinc. Okay, look at the reactivity series, zinc and copper. Which is more reactive? Zinc. Zinc is more reactive, so zinc will displace copper. Zinc will come in the place of copper. So our product will become ZnSO4 plus Cu. I hope it is clear to you. So what is displacement reaction? The reaction in which a more reactive element will displace less reactive element in a compound by the formation of its ion. This reaction is called a displacement reaction. Okay. Now, next one is here, exchange of ions will take place. At the same time, a precipitate will be formed in the product side. This reaction is called a double displacement reaction. For example, silver nitrate, AgNO3, it's an aqueous solution, plus sodium chloride. That is also aqueous solution. Okay, here what is happening means exchange of ions. They will exchange their ion. Okay, the silver will come in the place of sodium and sodium will go to the place of silver. They are exchanging their ions and a precipitate will be formed. Okay, here when they will exchange their ions, what is the product formed? AgCl plus NaNO3. Here down arrow is, that means this is a precipitate. Silver chloride is the precipitate form. Plus now sodium will take the place of silver. So the product formed is NaNO3 will be formed. Okay. So here look at the reaction. There is exchange of ions. Both the ions are exchanged and precipitate is formed. Down arrow shows that precipitate is formed. So here silver chloride is the precipitate formed. Silver Silver and sodium are exchanging their ions. So silver will come in the place of sodium and sodium will go to the place of silver. So we got AgCl plus NaNO3. This type of reaction is called a double displacement reaction. I hope it is clear to you. So these are the different types of chemical reaction. Now, there are two other type of reactions are there, exothermic and endothermic reaction. We know that heat energy is absorbed in the case of calcium carbonate. When calcium carbonate is heated, we got calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. These are the product formed. So in this reaction, heat energy is absorbed or we gave heat. Okay, the reaction in which heat energy is absorbed, such type of reaction is called endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. So this is an example for endothermic reaction. Here, the reactant absorbed heat and we got product. Are you understanding? The reaction in which heat energy is absorbed. Here heat energy is absorbed by the reactant and form product. Such type of reaction is called the endothermic. Just opposite of endothermic is exothermic. Exothermic means heat energy is released. For example, calcium oxide plus water. Okay, this is calcium oxide, CaO plus H2O. When we will put water to calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide is formed, CaOH twice, plus heat is there on the product side, plus heat. That means along with calcium hydroxide, heat energy is also released. So here heat is released. Such type of reactions are called exothermic reaction. Understood? Exothermic and endothermic reaction. Now another example for endothermic reaction, melting of ice. If you keep ice on room temperature, it will melt. How? By absorbing heat from the surroundings. Okay, that is an example for absorption of heat. That means endothermic reaction. So I hope it is clear to you, exothermic and endothermic reaction. Endothermic means the process in which heat is absorbed from outside. That is called the endothermic reaction. So absorption of heat, that is will be on the reactant side. Example, you can write calcium carbonate on heating. We will get calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas will be released. Here heat energy is absorbed. So it is an example for endothermic reaction. Exothermic means the process in which heat energy is given out or released. Okay, that is called exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction is calcium oxide plus water. When water is added to calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide is produced along with that heat. So if in any chemical equation, in an equation, if heat is there on the product side, that means heat energy is released. So it is an example for exothermic reaction. I hope it is clear to you. We have learned types of chemical reaction, combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, and then we learned exothermic and endothermic reaction. I hope it is clear to you. If you like the video, please do subscribe and also share with your friends and classmates.